Good day, boys and girls. Today, the book that I am reading is from the I Can Read series, and it is based on the feature film Wonder Woman. This book is adapted by Steve Corte and it's illustrated by Lee Ferguson. Who are the heroes and the villains in this book? Hero Diana Prince. Diana is Wonder Woman. Hippolyte is Queen of the Amazon and also Diana's mother. She's a skilled warrior and a wise ruler, and she's also a loving mother. There's also Zeus. Zeus is the king of the gods, and he, along with other gods and goddesses, created the Amazon to bring peace to mankind. So the Amazon was built to create peace to mankind. And there is Ares. Ares is the god of war. Ares loves war and conflict. He's an enemy of the Amazon. That's Ares. Antiope is the general of the Amazons and trained Diana in the art of combat. She is also Queen Hippolyta's sister. Steve Trevor. Steve Trevor is the first man to set foot on the island of Themyscira. He brought Diana to his world to help stop the war. May I tell you a secret? At a museum in France where I studied ancient art, I am known as Diana Prince, but that is not my real name. My real name is Diana, Prince of Themyscira. I am an Amazon princess from a far away island. Many years ago, I left my home to protect the world. When I did that, I took a new name. The name is Wonder Woman. My mother, Hippolyta, is the queen of the Amazons. When I was a child, she told me how the Amazons came to be. Many years ago, the Greek god ruled the world. Zeus was the king of the gods. He created a world of peace and harmony for all people. But one god grew jealous of Zeus' plan. He was Ares, the god of war. Ares encouraged the humans to turn on each other. Zeus and the other gods created a race of wise women. They were known as the Amazons. They taught humans that peace and love are stronger than violence. But Ares refused to give up. He attacked the gods until Zeus was the only one left. So Ares attacked the gods, and Zeus was the only one left. With his last breath, Zeus created a secret island where the Amazons would be safe. Queen Hippolyta and the Amazons lived there peacefully for many years, far away from the outside world. The Amazons trained every day. They became very strong. They hoped they would never have to use their fighting skills, but they knew Ares could return. There were hundreds of Amazons on the island, but I was the only child. Hippolyta had made me from the clay of the island, and the gods gave me life. I am going to name you Diana, my mother said as I slept peacefully in their arms. Growing up, I was surrounded by Amazon sisters and aunts. I was their hope for peace. They taught me about our world and the gods and our mission to bring peace to mankind. But I wanted to train with them in combat. I wanted to be ready to fight. My mother or queen said no. My mother or queen, she said no. Your mind is your most powerful weapon, my mother told me. I spent my time studying my tutor instead of training. Antiope was the general of the Amazons. She knew I wanted to train. She gave me lessons in secret. My mother was unhappy, but finally she agreed. I worked hard, and Antiope pushed me harder. I wanted to be like the Amazon warrior Artemis. No one else on our island was more skilled in combat. Artemis was the fairest of the Amazons. One day I trained with Antiope and Artemis together. I managed to defeat them both. That day a plane crashed in the waters near our island. I was flown by a man named Steve Trevor. He was an American soldier. After I rescued him, he told me that war was spreading throughout the world. I knew it was the duty of the Amazons to try to stop it. My mother didn't want to put the Amazons at risk. She forbade me to help, but I decided to go with Steve and fight in the war anyway. I put on a suit of Amazon armor and carried a powerful sword. I also carried a golden lasso that would force anyone to tell the truth. I said goodbye to my mother on the shore of the island. I can't stand by while innocent lives are lost, I said. I know, said my mother. She was sad. And Steve and I sailed away from my home. I knew that a whole new world awaited me. This new world needed a hero. I would use all my training with the Amazons to make the world a better place. I would become Wonder Woman.